Panel, thank you for agreeing to join us. What is your personal experience with being mixed race or a person of color in this country at this time?
Latino.
Mixed race, black and white.
Chinese American.
Being mixed has a very unique intersection of incredible privilege and then also experiences of marginalization. I grew up in a predominantly white neighborhood where my family was the only family, black family in our neighborhood. And I definitely felt othered. I look back in my life and there are things that I look and I'm like, oh, that was racist. That was this. For me, my struggles to learn how to do my hair and love myself and all of the cool things that come with being mixed, it took me a while to get there. And I think now that I'm here and I see the really amazing privileges of being a part of two cultures, basically, and a third mixed culture too.
Well, being a Latino in this country at this time has its challenges, but I think there's a lot of beauty in my culture. I think we as Latinos bring compassion, family values, unity. I enjoy where I'm at right now. I believe that there's a lot more that I can possibly contribute to.
I never really noticed the race thing until I was older. Growing up, I kind of stayed in like these ethnic bubbles.
Yeah.
Where like most of the people that I grew up with were Chinese, they spoke Cantonese. Kind of realized there were like little things growing up where like, that was a little bit racist. More the mindset of like, don't be the nail sticking out.
Yeah. Are there any challenges that you find being a person of color or mixed in our country? Any challenges that you'd like to speak to?
The fact that you have culture, acculturation, you have diversity in the sense of picking, are you more Latino? Are you more Americanized? What side do you belong to?
Do you feel like you have to choose a side?
Well, I feel like you're raised with a culture that comes from a different country. So those values are instilled in you, yet you're growing up in a different culture. So it's not so much a question of having to pick a side, it's more a question to me of knowing that both sides exist. So how do you bring them together?
Oftentimes, you might be in a space where you might be the only person of color in the room, and it's this weird feeling of like, being glad to be there, but then being, why am I there? I'm Black enough to be in this room as your diversity pick, but I'm not representative of Black people, all Black people.
Right.
And so it's like, I'm just Black enough for it, but then I'm not too Black that I'm threatening. So sometimes I think people on the white side can be like, oh, she's one of us, so then I can maybe joke about things and stuff. But I'm like, wait, that's actually really hurtful to me too. So it's this very interesting place in which you sometimes feel like you belong in spaces, but then don't belong in other spaces. And that's just my personal experience.
Kind of caught in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
There's a very strong instinct to revert back to stick with people who you're kind of comfortable with. How do I still keep my background, my culture, my values intact while still being here?
If you think about what's something I would like white people to hear about my experience with race or other races, Black people to hear, what would that be?
I remember having conversations with my father, who was Black, and so I feel like it's really important to have conversations on race and these sorts of conversations that I'm glad that I'm having now, but I wish that somebody had had them with me as a kid.
It's so beautiful. We can go from extremely, extremely white to extremely, extremely Black, all in our culture. We're all from the same human race. We just have some varieties. One of my best friends is German. And I have really, really, in the friendship, really struggled a lot. I've been open to his explanations and what, what the German culture does. Oh my God, we do that too.
And also, I guess, like, another thing, too, is just, like, I want to tell people, like, the model minority is a myth. I am...
It doesn't exist.
It really doesn't, because I'm terrible at math. I went to art school to avoid doing anything STEM related. And I feel like sometimes, like, that my model minority, like myth almost, it does more harm than good. Just work hard, blend in, and you will have no problem.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of the time that, like, causes people to just ignore what is really there, realities, and, like, kind of just, like, pretend like everything's okay when it's really not okay. And it's, like, sometimes it's, like, good to, like, speak up and stick out a little.
Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you all for being open and honest.
Thank you, sincerely. And listeners, you know what we're going to do? We're going to all hold up our emotions that we feel, having heard their honest and vulnerable sharing.
Curious.
Moved and enlightened.
Little dismayed.
Touched. Proud.
Illuminating.
Thankful.
Moved.
Grateful.
Improved.
So panelists, now that you've seen their emotions and their responses, how does that make you feel?
Felt great.
Felt great? Felt good?
Cathartic.
Cathartic? Did you feel heard? Did you feel it?
Yeah.
Yes.
You did? Well, thank you very much. All right. We just finished hearing conversations on panels or within panels. Some pretty good conversations, yeah?
Powerful conversation.
Very powerful. And we know that our technology of change is what? Conversations. So here's what we're about to do. If our technology of change is conversations, we want to have a conversation with you all now on how have you been changed?
And we'd like to thank the last panel. So now take 2 minutes to quietly reflect or take notes. Write down a key emotion from the emotion wheel and share it with your colleagues. Now it's your turn. Break into your groups and answer. What surprised you? What did you observe about your first and second thoughts? How does this inform your personal what is mine to do?
In video 13, discern when is it time to have a difficult race conversation, especially when you didn't see it coming. Practice what to say and how to react. To access the series, click on the playlist.